Well, it's been a while since we've done a blowy day in Bangor video. And here we are yet again. I'm holding on to the shrouds. I'm definitely well secured. The wind is from behind me, so I will get blown onto the boat if I fall over. So I'm just being cautious that way. We've lashed everything down as much as we can. We've got the solar panels lashed down. We've got the mainsail lashed down, both fore and aft. We've got the foresail locked off with both the furling line and with an extra line that we've tied up on that. We have tied up the spray hood. So really, I don't think there's much more to do. I might run a line around the binnacle cover because it looks like it's doing its best to leave the boat, and I'd rather it stayed on board. The mooring lines are all doubled up, and the octoplat ones are stretching like mad, and you can see it if you look at the polyester safety lines. You can see how they're getting pulled almost taut as the octoplat stretches up. But yeah, it's noisy, but at least it's dry, and there's other people checking their boats, and I for one don't blame them in the slightest. Oh, there we go again. The forecast is something like 8 gusting 11, something stupid like that, but it's very quick and it's only that gusting for an hour. Predict wind says more like 8 gusting 9, so you pays your money, you takes your choice. As the old sailor's jokes goes, I look through the forecast till I find one I like, and then I use that one. So the Dodgers, well, I'm not sure if they'll come through this storm. They're well battered, well and truly battered, but I'm not bothered if we lose them because we've already been working to replace them with some nice new ones. And oh good lord, look how much that was leaning over. Typical, I don't have the camera. Typical. So if the Dodgers go, it's no great loss. We've got new ones to replace them. And we've been doing that recently up at my mum's.
Well, Beverly and I are putting into practice all the things that we learned from last time we were doing the Dodgers, which is to do the letters in short bursts, rather than trying to put the whole letter on with one lot of sewing. Just sort of like put it on, do a little section, and then keep it tidy, keep the threads tidy as you go. So as soon as I've done a little section, I tie it all off, and then I'll get on to the next section. But trying to do the whole letter at one go is a complete mistake. Also, the other things that we learned was the zigzag was the right stitch to do the lettering, because the nice thing about a zigzag is it keeps everything secure. It doesn't fray as much as a straight, and basically when the wind blows at it, it should keep everything in place. So those are the things we learned last time, and we're putting them into practice this time. The other thing that's happening is because we are here and there's a dog. There is a dog here. We are now going to be taking the dog's hairs. He's Riley, by the way. Riley dog's hairs everywhere, because there's dog's hairs under the lettering, there's dog's hairs on the panel, and I know the wind will take the stuff off the panel, but under those letters, we'll be taking that dog everywhere from now on.
Well, we've made Salty Lass a bit bigger, haven't we?
Yes, I'm currently at Beverly's mum's because I've been doing the Dodgers. I was not happy with the Dodgers, and Beverly and I have a rule on Salty Lass that if you're not happy, just do them again. And I wasn't happy, but I've been able to do the Dodgers.
The Dodgers have had 7 years of abuse.
They have had 7 years of abuse. But also, I'm never happy with the fact that I couldn't get them straight enough or flat enough. And that's mainly because I just did them too long. You know, ignorance is not always bliss. So what I've had to do is I've shortened the Dodgers. That way I'll be able to pull them and get them right length. but the supplier has sent me the wrong letters, and I'm not a salty lass, I'm a faulty lass.
Maybe we could open a hotel with a bad attitude.
Absolutely. But yeah, I'm faulty lass. I've got far too many F's. So I can either be faulty lass or I can be salty laugh, depending on how I feel. But I have actually complained and they have given me the correct letters. But sometimes you do have to just say, look, you've sent me the wrong stuff.
It was an honest mistake.
It was an honest mistake. It's only because F and S can sound the same.
Learn your phonetic alphabet.
Exactly. They should do their phonetics there at the shop, but never mind. Well, I'm on the second panel, and basically we just chalk out where all the letters are going to be and get them roughly placed. And then we use micropore tape to stick everything down. The advantage of using micropore is the fact that it's not going to leave any marks or residues on the letters. And when I come to use it, I just peel it off when I'm done the sewing. So, you know, micropore tape is the way to go for this particular project. Only stick one letter down at a time. Trying to keep all the letters organised while you're sewing is just a nightmare. But what we have done is we've marked them all out with chalk. So, you know, you can just about see where all my chalk lines are. And then I know that that's where the letter will go. But yeah, everything's chalked up and I take one at a time.
Any pronouncements?
Yeah, I don't think I've got enough cotton to do the job.
That's not ordinary cotton, is it?
No, you have to have UV resistant thread. If you try and do anything without it being UV resistant, you might as well just not bother putting it on the boat. No, always have the proper materials for the job.
And we've got to send off for it, haven't we?
Well, yeah, because I've not got enough to do the job. All I've got is the S, and I've got the bottom bobbin to do as well. So we'll see how we go. Well, my target for the day is achieved. I have a side panel. Hey! Now, I will be honest, I can see all the imperfections. But you know what? This side panel is going to be read from 50 metres away. And if they're any closer than that, then I'm in serious trouble.
Well, it's the day after, and everything's still in one piece, amazingly. Oh, lordy. For which I'm grateful, don't get me wrong. The side panels are still on, which does kind of impress me, because I had thought that that one over there for sure would have been gone. But it's still there. Still looks raggedy as hell, but we'll fix the new ones up when we get half a chance. As you can hear, it's still a tad on the windy side around this place. We're still getting the gusts. None of the lines, none of the mooring lines seem to be worn, so that's good. They're doing their job. And the only thing that really seems to have improved is the wind has dropped a bit and the weather's a lot better. Other than that, not a lot of change since yesterday. I've noticed a few boats stuck out in the loch, a couple of the stennas. It's not that the weather bothers the stennas, they're quite happy to sail around in this stuff. It bothers the harbour as they try to get into the harbour. I think the harbour workers don't like trying to tie up 40,000 ton vessels in wind like this, but perfectly understandable. Probably a dangerous proposition at the best of times. So I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning up around here, and then I think it's just a case of get on with the day. So that seems to be the tail end of Storm Amy, and hopefully It'll be quite a while before we get to the next letter, B or C, whatever one turns up next. But it'd be nice to have a quiet winter. I doubt very much I'll get one, but it would be nice to have one.